These are the best viral TikTok recipes I've tried so far. First up is this feta and tomato pasta. All you need to do is boil some water, add your favorite pasta, then add in some cherry tomatoes and a block of feta cheese. After that, you just need to blend everything together with a hand blender until it's nice and smooth. And finally, pour the sauce on top and add some fresh basil. This was super easy and really delicious. The feta adds such a nice creaminess to the dish. You will need a pre-made pie crust, frozen strawberries, whipped cream, sugar, and cornstarch. First, let the strawberries thaw and then add them to a saucepan on low heat. You will need a food process, or cream cheese, sour cream, heavy cream, powdered sugar, and vanilla extract. First, beat the cream cheese and sour cream until it's light and fluffy. Next, add the powdered sugar and vanilla extract. Continue to beat it until it's completely smooth. In a separate bowl, whip the heavy cream until stiff peaks form. Gently fold it into the cream cheese mixture until it's fully incorporated. Pour it into a lined 8-inch pan, cover it with plastic wrap, and freeze it for 6 hours or overnight. To get it out of the pan, I put it in the fridge upside down for 10 minutes to soften it a bit. Then I put a knife around the edge to loosen it. Finally, take off the plastic wrap and cut it into slices. I didn't have a pan that was the right size, so my cheesecake was a bit wonky. But the actual cheesecake itself was really good. I would definitely make this again. Once they start to break down, add in the sugar and cornstarch. Continue to fry it on low until it thickens. Be careful not to overmix or else you will have lumps. Once it's thickening, you can start whipping the cream. Once the strawberries are completely broken down, pour the mixture into the pie crust. Let it cool completely before topping it with the whipped cream. I found this really easy to make and really refreshing. I think this would be great for summer. I did add some salt and pepper and also use pen pasta, but you can use any pasta and any sauce you like. You will need large white mushrooms, cream cheese, bacon bits, green onions, and a little bit of soy sauce for savory saltiness. First, remove the stems from the mushrooms and then chop them up finely. Add the cream cheese and use a fork to mix it all together. Once it's combined, add the bacon bits and the green onions. Give it another mix and then stuff it all back into the mushroom. Bake it for 15 minutes or until the mushrooms are nice and brown. I would definitely make this again. It's super quick, easy, and impressive. Moving on to this dessert, which is a chocolate avocado pudding. It has for simple ingredients: dark chocolate, avocado, honey, and vanilla extract. Just mix everything together until it's smooth and creamy. I did find the texture a little weird at first, but once I added the chocolate, it got better. You will need puff pastry, cherry tomatoes, mozzarella, basil, and pesto. First, roll out your puff pastry and then add the pesto. Next, add the mozzarella and then roll it all up. Once you have even pieces, roll them out and add the tomatoes. Roll them up again and then tuck it in so they don't unravel in the oven. Bake them for 20 minutes or until golden brown. I found it really hard to get even pieces. Mine were a bit wonky. And also, I added too much pesto, so mine was very green. But the flavor was amazing. So good, in fact, that I ate half of it while it was still warm. I highly recommend making this. Then just pour it into a bowl, let it set in the freezer for an hour or until firm, and cut it up into squares. I would definitely make this again. It's rich, it's creamy, and really, really chocolatey. Also, it's a great way to use up your ripe avocados. Next up is this peanut butter banana smoothie. You will need a ripe avocado, banana, peanut butter, milk, and ice cubes. I decided to go for whole milk, but you can use any milk alternative you want. Just blend everything together and your smoothie is ready. It was really thick and really filling. I think it would be great as a post-workout snack. Moving on to something savory. This is a tomato and mozzarella tart. Moving on to something sweet. This is a strawberry and whipped cream pie. Next up is a super easy appetizer, which is these stuffed mushrooms. And finally is this dessert, which is supposed to be like a cheesecake without the cheesecake.